We back, man. Another episode of Straight Up Tennessee. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Got my guy Sel with me today. This is the episode everybody's been waiting for. We've been pruning. We intentionally haven't talked about this right early because we knew this would be the show that we probably get the most views on. People are gonna be clicking because it's just clickbait. All you got to do is put Nico Iamaleava's name in the title, and it's clickbait. But it's real today, man. We talk all things Tennessee offense, expectations, O-line. Who can this group work together on the offensive line to provide enough time for Nico to do what he can do? The receiver group. Do we know truly what we have? Brew McCoy coming back from injury. Squirrel White, we know what we have there. Chris Brazel transfer, the freshman Mike Matthews. Then you still have Chaz, Caleb, and all of the young guys still right there to have a great nucleus for Nico. And then obviously who I think is going to be the star, Dylan Sampson in that running back room. What is this offense going to look like in 2024? You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to Chop It Up Friday. Offensive expectations.
Let's get it.
Let's tap in.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Happy Friday, my family. What's good? It's your boy Ruck here, joined by Sel. You already know, man. Straight Up Tennessee today on a nice Friday. Man, I had a lot of rain last night, bro. I wasn't vibing on that at all. Dog barking and stuff. It's like, goodness gracious.
I'm crazy. I like a little cloudy day sometimes.
I like cloudy days. You can leave the rain away though. Like, I love when it's overcast. It's not gonna be too hot. It might be humid down here in Tennessee, but it ain't gonna be too crazy hot. But
Right.
It's something about, bro, like moving away from East Tennessee, and you'll probably understand this. I thought that we knew what storms were in East Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, these storms here in the Middle Tennessee and West Tennessee, bro.
You got to take them tornado warnings a little bit more serious over here.
Bro, like I see tornado back home in Knox. It's like,
okay, what?
bro, you see that mountain right there?
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I'm like, Jesus, will you tell that mountain to move? that mountain gonna stay right there. That
Right.
mountain, that mountain is staying.
Right.
And that tornado ain't crossing that. But man, yeah, these storms here, bro, they stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Man, today's show gonna be fun. I'm excited for it. We've been thinking about it for a while. The next few weeks actually going to be pretty fun. But before we even dive into offensive expectations, let's talk about two things real quick. First thing is, not only were SEC Media Days this week, but also Tennessee Football Media Day has been going on since Wednesday and Thursday. So we've seen some of the new players, some of the new gear. Arion Carter, the rising sophomore linebacker, looks like an absolute monster.
Really?
Monster, bro. Like just looking at him and seeing the change. Now, he had a season-ending injury last year, late in the year, got hurt, missed the rest of the season. So he had ample time this offseason to just get right. Let me work on my body. Let me work on everything. And I got to show you this because this guy looks just look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough. He looked like he lost a little bit of fat, put on some muscle. He looks tough. And then obviously you can see right here, this is another view from what was going on. This was just the set, bro. And you can just see how tough Turrentine looks right here.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. I love the number changes too. I don't know if anybody got the opportunity to see all of the number changes, but Andre Turntine changes his number. Brew McCoy goes back to his USC number being number 5. Squirrel White back in his high school number 3. We got a little adjusting to do. Like Squirrel's been so iconic the last 2 years, and 10. I'm like, who's this little number 3 running around here? Like, I'm gonna have to lock back in. But one of the things that got me excited, man, about just this week with SEC Media Day, now leading into Tennessee Media Day, Josh Heupel had a press conference on Tuesday morning with all of the SEC team commissioner. Nick Saban is now on the crew, which that's just weird to see. And they start just asking him about the where's the program? Where is Tennessee at right now? How are we doing? One of the first things he leads off with and says is the state of our program is in such a great place. We have a 15,000 person wait for season tickets.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When you hear that, that's got to make you feel some type of way as a fan. You're like, bro, we really back in a sense of excitement. Now, the wins and the numbers got to start to add up, I think, a little bit more. Obviously, you have an 11-2. You go 9-4 last year. This year, 9 wins is, I think, that's the floor. It has to be with how he's building this program. What makes you excited right now just for the trajectory of Tennessee football?
It's the Nico show. It's simple as that. Everybody on the bandwagon, everybody's ready for the show. I think everyone thinks that playbook is finna open back up a little bit more. Everyone's just trying to go see it in action. And then on top of that, the playoff is expanding a little bit. So people know that too going in, like, since, it's open now, there's a chance where we get 2 losses, whatever it may be, we can still get our foot in the door. So that makes, your projections for the season, just the possibility of it that much more just appealing, to just go, I want to go get a seat in Neyland and go watch this show, go watch this, all of it, get your popcorn ready, all of that. Go get a front row seat to the Nico show.
I'm so excited because what we saw in the Citrus Bowl, I didn't see Hendon Hooker do. 3 rushing touchdowns in one game and made it look easy. Then he tossed one in the air. But for me, the thing about Nico that has completely just made me feel comfortable with him being the guy, ball placement. Like when he's throwing the football, he's not throwing it. Like I felt like there were times Joe Milton was just throwing it because that was the route he was supposed to throw it to. But with Nico, it's like when he throws it, not only is it the place he's supposed to throw it to, but the ball is coming with such purpose, meaning like it's not like it's a spot, it's not like it's a hard ball or like he's just got velocity on it. It's just like the purpose of him throwing the ball makes sense. Outside shoulder, over the top. Hey, I'm gonna throw it low right here because you got a safety that's creeping up. I got to throw you low. Like it's that stuff that you cannot really teach. Now, Josh Heupel probably does teach this, like to these guys, like ball placement, where to put the football. But it's a difference in learning how and actually executing. And this kid, I've seen it. He does this well. I mean, I think about his first touchdown pass in last season to McAllen Castles. He runs a fake quarterback blast up the middle. He fakes it, steps back, sets his feet. This is what quarterbacks don't understand. The way that you have to fake this play, it's easy for you to just fake it, then rise and just throw it, kind of like a Tebow jump pass.
Right.
But this kid fakes the blast, steps back, sets his feet, and makes a throw kind of behind McAllen Castles down below so that he can get the ball and run straight into the end zone.
Right.
This isn't coincidence, bro. Like the way the play was drawn up was literally like he made the right throw and he put it right where it needed to. McAllen Castles was wide open. Now there was somebody creeping in, but it was the fact that the placement was there. We ain't seen that. Hendon did that. But this kid is special, bro. And Hendon did that as a 5th-year senior. This kid is a rising sophomore.
Right.
Like
that's another layer to it too. Is people think he's ready so early. Like it's just crazy to think someone has this much potential. Not even potential. I don't even know if potential is the right word. I think people like expecting him to step right into it like immediately. But speaking of Nico, I got a question for you. What kind of comparisons would you like to say for his game you would like to compare to other notable players that we've already seen? I have some in my mind, but I'd like to hear yours first.
Yeah, so I think the first person that I'm hearing, but that I also see, is a guy that they're all from the same neighborhood out there in California. This dude just won the Heisman Trophy at Alabama, Bryce Young. You see a lot of the mobility and looseness in the pocket from Nico that you saw from Bryce. If you go watch Bryce Young, dude, I've never seen him do a drop back. Like when he catches the ball in the shotgun, he just kind of pats around. Like there's no drop back. If you really go watch him, you're like, I ain't never seen this dude drop back before.
Right.
And you kind of see that a little bit with Nico, except Heupel teaches a lot more footwork. Hey, slide, hedge up in the pocket work. So like you're going to see a little bit more of that from our offense. But I see a lot of Bryce Young and Nico, big arm, very loose, can get out of the pocket, won't necessarily wow you with their speed, but they're very elusive. As far as big arm talent, I would compare him to Joe Milton. He can throw the football as far as you need him to go. Like, what's up? Talk to me. Wow, what's that face for? Oh my goodness. As far as arm talent, as far as he can throw the football. I'm not talking about velocity. I'm just talking about as just pure talent with his arm. I've seen him throw 70 in the air before.
Okay. I ain't seen it, so that's why I made that face.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I was gonna say Tyler Bray and Joe Milton, and they on bracket when it comes to arm strength. But
now
since
they
you've
are
seen it,
strength, yes, velocity and strength, yes. But as far as just pushing the ball down the field, you're gonna see that early. And then honestly, bro, I like to compare him just a little bit as far as just his calmness and what he can bring to the roster. I think about a guy like Patrick Mahomes. Like you never see Mahomes change the way his face look. Like he just chewing that tongue the whole time, right?
Yeah.
But he's so calm. Even they could be down 2 touchdowns and you don't feel like they're gonna lose.
Right.
And I see that a lot in Nico. But yeah, what you think?
So you actually say you don't think he's that fast.
He is fast, but like he ain't gonna like. Okay, like this is what I mean. He's fast, but he's not gonna wow me with his speed. Like when Joe Milton scored an 80-yard touchdown against whoever we were playing, UTSA last year, I was like, wow, this kid is like Joe's actually way faster than we thought he was.
Yeah, big boy moving too.
You see, so that's what I'm talking about. Like Nico's fast. We saw it in the Iowa game. Like, I mean, he cut up, do his thing. And Bryce Young was the same way. But I don't think, like, when you think of Nico,
Nico might be more so quick than fast.
Yeah, like elusiveness is what I'm saying. Like, that's not the first thing I think about when I think of Nico is speed. Like, that's not what I think about.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like it caught me off guard that game, but then again, it was against Iowa. And Big Ten speed is not SEC speed. So we will see this season how that transitions to the SEC.
Yeah.
But his mannerisms when he was running in the pocket, it reminded me of Lamar Jackson, the way he holds the ball. And, you know, too, the funny thing is when Lamar Jackson scores, he holds the ball out like he was.
He does that a lot.
So maybe that's the reason why I'm comparing it to number 8. Got the same gear on, you know, the tights into the socks and everything. So maybe that's why I'm comparing it. I mean, Lamar, no one is ever as fast as Lamar.
Facts.
But I think that we aren't giving Nico his credit fully with his feet. But then again, we will see that.
Right.
And I feel like we haven't truly seen a game where he's just throwing it all over the field. But with me saying that about his feet, I could see him being a dual threat like Marcus Mariota. Maybe that's what I'm wishing for, but we will see. What do you think about that one?
Mariota was like that in college. He was special, bro. And I think sadly, if Marcus Mariota was entering the NFL now, he'd still be playing. But I think when he came into the league, he was ahead of his time as far as skill set, right? Because Mariota got drafted in 16.
Sounds right.
15, 16, one of those. And Lamar Jackson got drafted in what, 19?
Yeah. No. Yep. He got drafted in 17, 18. 18. Anyways, but not that far.
He got drafted in, you're right. He got drafted in 2018. But you said 2 years, just 2 years.
Yeah.
And everything changed.
I think Mariota hurt himself, though. I feel like he stopped. I know we get sidetracked, but this is what we do. I feel like Mariota hurt himself because what got him his name was being a dual threat quarterback. I don't know what it was in that Titans office, whatever, but I feel like
Derrick Henry.
That man didn't want to run, though. On top of that, I feel like Mariota tried to make himself a pocket passer. I mean, I get it. It's the NFL. You get hit in the NFL. That's completely different for your body. But I feel like he stopped doing what got him to where he was.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with that too. I think it's all interesting how his career unfolded, but I do see a lot of what you're saying of Mariota in Nico as far as true dual threat. Like when you used to see dual threat 5-star quarterbacks, Mariota was that. And I think I'm seeing that with Nico. But before we even dive in a little bit more to the offensive talk, them Smokey Greys, Sal.
Okay,
now I want you. No. I want you to keep that same energy you had early when we was first talking about it.
Yeah,
and you was like, what Randy Jackson? I don't know, dog.
They a little mid.
Yeah. What do you think? Because that don't look mid to me.
All right, the helmet is 5.
Crazy.
That white strip, 5.
It does. It truly brings out, I think, the entire. Honestly, what it does for me is it separates like so much dark, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah. And speaking of dark, that's one of the reasons I don't like it. I don't like how dark the gray is on the uniform. I don't.
Okay, I can see that. I see. It's the first time we've went this dark.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of how dark it is. Maybe if they did like a gradual, like maybe some pants was lighter. Maybe if they did like where it transitioned slowly from dark up top and got lighter on the way down. I just don't like how completely dark it is, in my opinion.
But let me tell you this. I'm with you as far as it is a darker smoky gray. But I think they're just playing off how the helmet changes. So like if you think about it, the top of the helmet is light.
Right.
And once it gets down to the shoulders, that's the same color now as this 2024 smoky gray jersey, which I think the detail of that in itself is genius. Like look at that. Look, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that from the bottom to here, it's the same gray. Like that's tough.
Right. So I'll tell you my favorite part. My favorite parts. The helmet is 5. The pants are tough too. I love the stripe on the pants
with the stars on it.
Yeah, the pants are
crazy.
Tough. So yeah,
crazy.
I think for me, the only things I don't like I said, how dark it is in full with the gray, and I don't like the black cleats. I don't like the black socks. I hate that. Like,
I know.
Why can't we incorporate some more white? Why can't we do white socks, orange shoes? I don't know. I just
orange socks, white. I don't know. Something. Give me a gray and orange cleat, Nike.
Right. But other than that,
I know y'all love Oregon. Can y'all please give us some cleats, bruh? Please.
So what about you? What's your thoughts? And then after you tell me your thoughts, where would you rank this gray amongst the other grays?
Ooh, that's tough. I love this uniform. It's the first Tennessee jersey ever to have Tennessee across the chest. I think that in itself is dope. And I like the look of it so much that I'd like to see it somehow like on a just regular traditional jersey. Not on the orange one. I don't think it would look cool on the orange, but I think the white jersey with the orange Tennessee across would be tough.
The old Adidas uniforms, the white ones, used to have Tennessee across them, and those were solid.
They did, didn't they?
That was AJ Johnson, Kurt Magid days when they had
That's
that.
Justin Worley when he was playing quarterback.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, and I think the detail in that, literally first ever home uniform to feature Tennessee across the chest.
Uh-huh.
To me, I love that they didn't change the Smoky Mountain pattern in the helmets. I feel like if they ever change that, we like that's
They got to keep that. That's
this is
fine.
the hardest helmet in college football. I don't care how much Oregon bring out silver, matte black, like the detail and whoever designed this helmet for Tennessee, never fire them. Never.
Yeah.
The TriStar patch does something for me.
I agree.
It brings so much tradition of the state to this jersey. And you see TriStars all over the crowd when people are wearing shirts or hats or whatever. And we've never seen it on a uniform, and how they made it fit, perfect. I think the biggest thing for me on these Smokey Greys that we haven't done since we were in Adidas school is I like all of the white trim.
Yeah, I love it.
It makes everything pop more, bro. Like, we've just been doing gray jerseys with just a big old orange number, and it's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But something about the white lettering, the white outline on the numbers. And if you didn't notice this as well, the numbers are a little more blockier. It feels because of the outline. Even our home jersey is not outlined in orange or black. It's just a white number.
I would like to see them play maybe in the future the black uniforms with the white number trim.
And that, when Kiffin did it, that's how they were.
Right. Exactly.
And so that's really my favorite thing. And I think, having the power T right on the middle of the chest, and then Tennessee, how they made that fit without looking sloppy. Very, very, very well impressed me. But the best part is the stripe, bro. The orange with the white hit.
That's so hard. So have they already said what game we're going to wear these in?
They haven't, and I doubt they will. I just don't want us to wear these against like Kent State again.
But we will. I bet you we will. Because I feel like they made the take that when we have those big names come in, that they're going to go traditional.
And I like that. I personally like that. Now, I do remember in 2016 when we wore the Smokey Greys and beat Florida at home.
Right. But
so I could see that.
hypo.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. But more than likely, this could be a late season game, like specifically like Kentucky at home or Mississippi State at home, something like that. November.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, because I think you're gonna wear the blacks,
and it just has a fall feel to it.
It does.
I would love that in like October when everybody got on hoodies and stuff.
Yeah. Throw on the Smokey Greys, man.
I need that Black Knight game, and I need a good 3:30, 4 o'clock tip off of these right here.
Yes, sir. So those are hard though. I'm very, very impressed. Whoever's involved with that process and the detail, they killing it right now, because those are
2
hard.
for 2. They 2 for 2 for me.
Now with the college football 25 game coming out, I've been doing some I've been doing some jerseys.
You've been switching them up.
Yeah. Can I tell you something that looks so fire, bro? There's 2 jerseys that actually look so fire together.
Orange, white, and orange. Orange lid, orange pants, white jersey.
Bro,
yeah, I need that.
It is so tough. I'm like, why? Just do this. Do it.
Yeah,
that is tough. But then also, the second one that is actually super tough: orange helmet, orange jersey, white pants. So just traditional jersey with the orange hat.
You're gonna have to send me a picture of that one.
I can send it to you right now, bro.
Let's get it.
I can send. Hey, brother, I can send it to you now, brother. No doubt. Make sure I didn't delete it, but yeah, it was tough, bro.
Hey, for those that don't follow our Instagram because we've had some posts talking about our favorite alternate uniforms, favorite helmets, and I would like to say a lot of our followers are missing or wanting to see a return of the white helmets for when we had the black uniforms the first time when the black helmets wasn't ready.
Yep.
Me as well. I would like to see those somehow make a comeback.
It's something about the black spatter that was in the white.
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. But all right, bro.
Yeah.
We'll wrap. We're not even gonna wrap, but let's dive into the offense. Let's dive into first. Let's talk about the O-line. Cooper Mays returns. John Campbell moves from left tackle to right tackle. Lance Hurd, the transfer from LSU, is in at left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Javonte Spraggins, fifth-year senior, coming back for one more year on Rocky Top.
A dog.
Who's gonna start at left guard? That is where, for me, Carrick. I know Carrick played a lot of football. Sumarov. I don't know what they're gonna do. I trust them, but with left guard this year, more than anything, I have no idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah. The biggest question for me is how much depth do we have?
You know, you got Vyson Lang, who was a freshman last year. He's a backup center to Cooper Mays. Dane Davis did come back for another year.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have him as an option. And then it just gets into the young crew, man. William Satterwhite, Aiden Bustles. Like, there's a bunch of young kids that, you know, we just don't know about. And that's okay. I think it's okay to not know. But it does worry you a little bit, like, hey, I know we don't know truly like who you are, but yo, we finna go play Oklahoma, and he's not ready to play, so you're gonna have to strap up. And that's to me where the development piece of this staff, I don't think we've seen it at that point. Like, we see year over year development, not same year. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen us throw in somebody and them just dramatically make us better.
Right.
But the next year, they're like, oh, dang. Like, I mean, prime example right here, 2021. Jalen Hyatt, I'm going to say it just like this, was terrible. He didn't work hard. He dropped passes. 2022, he wins the Biletnikoff Award.
Right.
I've seen the year over year development, but I want to see what happens in season. What can Josh Heupel and this team do in season when an injury goes down? Because I don't want to feel like how I always have felt in every era of Tennessee football.
Right.
When one of our stars goes down, season's over.
Exactly.
I don't want to feel like that no more.
Right. I feel like it's hard too and football's a sport what's kind of hard too, where you see that big jump right away. I feel like it's very position based, where you can see someone just elevating in their game. Probably, like, I would say maybe running back, maybe quarterback, maybe receiver, people that are getting ball touches when they could do something after they get the ball. Those are more positions you could see maybe, but offensive line and stuff, I mean, like, how are you ready until you get live reps, you know?
Yeah. The best thing for Nico's year this year was the fact that Cooper Mays came back.
Oh, for sure.
And so with Cooper Mays back, and what I would assume 100% healthy, us playing on December 30th of last year, I would assume he's ready to go. Yeah. Sorry, we played on January 1st. But that's the thing for me.
Excuse me.
That I'm most excited for is Cooper being there. And that gives me such security if I'm Nico Iamaleava. But wide receiver crew, I think a lot of people are
I'm excited about the wide receiver crew just as much as Nico, if not more.
A lot of people are sleeping, but a lot of people are woke up about it. I think this might be not only the deepest crew that we've had, but in my opinion, I think the most opportune crew we have. And what I mean by that is these guys now, this specific group, you got senior leadership and young talent. It's a perfect match, right? You got Brew McCoy, who came back. He's not only a senior leader, but he's a dog.
Right.
And then you got now Squirrel. He's an upperclassman. You know what you got. Chris Brazzell, young, talented transfer from Tulane, 6'5", fast, explosive, young talent. Mike Matthews, 5-star incoming freshman, young talent. Caleb Webb, young talent. Chaz Nimrod, young talent. The list goes on and on and on. And the biggest name for me that I am expecting something, give me that something this year, is Dante Thornton. I need to know what Dante is going to bring to this team.
I lost you. I lost you. It might be on my end. Repeat that last part. You said, who are you looking forward to most? Give you something.
I said, who I'm looking forward to the most is I need him to just show me something. Is Dante Thornton.
Yeah.
Dante Thornton has all of the abilities. He got and here's the thing, bro. And you know this, man. It's like this on the court. Like, if you got swag and a little bit of confidence, sometimes that's all you need to just be. Sometimes that's all you need. Like, when I see this picture, bro, when I see this picture from Media Day of Dante Thornton, I'm like, yeah, he can play football.
Oh, for sure.
He can play football. And then I go through to the next one. I'm like, he can play football. Squirrel White can play football. Chaz Nimrod can play football.
Yeah.
That's Caleb Perry. But that's the young freshman. Cam Seldon. He's got to have a big year. We'll talk about running backs here in just a second. Ty Weathersby. The star of the offense. Another great receiver in Caleb Webb. Navy, we love you. But like Dante, look at this. This is Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton looks like a football player.
For sure.
And I want to see it, bro. I want to see it.
I'm rooting for him. I can see it.
Man.
And maybe with the room being bigger, maybe that'll take some pressure off of him where they're like, we need you to step in. I don't know. But like you said, a year can make a big jump. And he got a taste of it. He, who knows? I'm rooting for him. Maybe he might be our Hyatt for this year.
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. And I think it can happen.
For sure.
I'm excited about that group. And I'm most excited to see how they work together and how the coaching staff feels to see the rotation work. Because you got a lot of kids that can play. Right.
I'm excited to see how Chris comes in and has his impact. Chris Brazil, if I said that right, how he has an impact. I'm really interested to see what his numbers are at the end of the year.
Facts.
Brew, I want to see how he bounces back. I just love Brew. He's a dog. Like, he's like, give me the contact. Just
bro,
look at head hunting.
Give me a 5-yard slant. He wants a 5-yard slant, bro.
Head hunting. But for me, I'm just a huge fan of Squirrel, and I kind of like that he got rid of Tim. Maybe he don't want to be the college version of Tyreek Hill.
Maybe.
But, I don't know. I just love Squirrel. I just love how his game fast. I just get him the ball. Those are like my top 3 for the wide receiver room. What I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited about that entire group. I think the running back group now, obviously headed up by Dylan Sampson, Cameron Seldon, Khalifa Keith, Peyton Lewis, Deshaun Bishop. Behind D. Samp, obviously you got a young now sophomore in Cam Seldon, who also experienced an injury in the offseason. I think he broke his collarbone in the first practice of spring. And so he'll be ready to play. But that room does worry me a little bit as far as depth. As far as depth is concerned. I just don't. I know who we have in RB1. But once we get past RB1, we know Cam Seldon is a talent. But how good is he? How good is Cam? I would love to get Cam on the show. I talked to, I think it was his uncle. His uncle reached out. We talked for a little minute. I'd love to get Cam Seldon on the show, man. Hit Cam. tap in with us, Brody. We need
Tap
you.
in. Straight up Tennessee fan.
Would love to get you on the show, Brody, and just chop it up, learn about your story, all of that. But again, and then after Cam, it's kind of like big question marks, man.
Okay, no, for sure. That is a huge thing too. But I'm excited for D Sam. I feel like the Tennessee fan base knows what we're getting in him, but I feel like D Sam finna take the country by storm.
I do too. I think it's gonna be scary season for what he's actually gonna do this year, bro.
I just
He
hope he can
finna
stay
do his
healthy.
thing. He finna do his thing, and I think he has every opportunity to be the best running back in the SEC. He could win the Thorpe Award. It just because Heupel's gonna give him the football.
Right.
I mean, he's gonna get 15 to 30 touches a game, whether it's runs or dump passes, screens, because he's great in the pass game.
Exactly.
So he's gonna get touches, and it's gonna be, hey, how much do you do with your body of work?
Agreed.
So, and we've talked about him a little bit, man. But last but not least, the quarterback room with Nico Iamaleava, man. I have learned from being very in depth now with football and loving Tennessee so much that one position makes your entire roster. And it's the quarterback position. And if you have a guy that you can trust, and you have a guy that is a gamer, a guy that's a playmaker, a guy that doesn't bow down to competition, but a guy that is hungry and fierce to win, you're gonna win games even if you ain't supposed to. And I think that's Nico, man. I really, really do. That's the thing I can hang my hat on right now. We've seen the talent, we've seen the gifts, but we've only seen them in limited time. And so now he is the guy. And what are you expecting from him at the end of 24? When we look up and the season's over, what are you hoping to say about Nico Iamaleava?
I'm hoping to say he's healthy at the end of the year. One. I'm hoping to say that Nico didn't cost us any games. He did his part.
Yes.
Not just being a quarterback, but being all of it, being a game manager, a captain. Like that's a big thing too, because he's coming in so young. How much does the team respect and follow what he has to say, his leadership? And I've heard good things. Everyone say that he's a quarterback you want to play for. But I think that he is going to solidify himself, maybe not this year, but if it's not this year, I think for sure going into the next season, it's going to be like, oh no, he's already a top 4 Heisman candidate. Right. That's what I want to see from him. But I feel like we've said it numerous times on here already. It's going to be a repeat of 2022, where by that second week, by that third week, by that fourth week, we just see the confidence just growing, and it just keeps going up the ladder throughout the rest of the season.
And that's what I think has to happen for him. I think this year is truly like he's gifted, bro, but you got to have confidence come behind it. Like, he's going to take care of the football. I don't think he's going to do anything wild with the football that we've seen in the last year. He's going to take care of the ball, but he's also going to be a lot more accurate than Joe was. And that is in itself enough to make me say he's going to have a successful year. I'm hoping he's healthy at the end of the year, but I also hope that we're sitting right on the edge or just fully in the playoff talk, because I think with the playoff now being 12 teams, it is going to have the same feel as the NCAA tournament in a completely different way. And what I mean is, I think it's going to get real silly with how some of like a 12 seed potentially beating a 5, and then you're going to have 12 playing 4 or 12 playing 1 the next week. And what can happen? Like, we know this, man. The best teams can lose to somebody that outplays you as far as hard toughness. You can
hot at the right time.
And I just have a sneaky suspicion that the playoff is going to provide us that same outlet of, hey, I already played a game. and you've been sitting at home watching me play, and we're gonna have to sneak up on you today.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
And the thing about it now, though, is the biggest difference that makes that even more possible is these are the 12 best teams in the country, not 68 just random teams.
Right.
Because you won your conference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these are the 12 best college football programs this year that will be in this playoff. So they all there's something about each school that's even. And there's going to be a lot of disadvantages and a lot of advantages for some schools. But that is what makes me excited, is they're so different, but they're so much the same, and they're the best 12 teams. And we get to see them face off, and I can't wait to see some crazy stuff, bro. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I haven't been this excited for a football season in a long time.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Man, Tennessee plays a football game, bro. They play an actual football game in 43 days.
Almost 6 Saturdays.
I said it's great to be a Tennessee ball. Y'all, man, next week is going to be fun. We live on Monday. Y'all already know, same time, 7:15 Central Standard Time. Live on YouTube. Next Friday, you're going to get a show. We about to crank it on up, man. August is approaching, and we're going to start trying to get some interviews with some players, with some VFLs. We got one VFL locked in, but we got to keep on churning and get more people locked in with us. So, man, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share this thing out. Follow us on Instagram right now. Go ahead. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this right now on the bottom of your screen. Go ahead. Follow us on Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee. Follow us on Twitter, even though we don't post on there ever. And then Facebook, hit us on Facebook, man. We're starting to get that and churn that back up too. We stream live on Facebook as well on our Monday night shows. So, any content you need for Tennessee, y'all know where to come, man. Come to Straight Up Tennessee, baby. But Sale, you got anything else, bro, before we wrap it up?
It's almost that time.
Whoo! Hey, this has nothing to do with anything we talk about. But I heard the Tennessee freshman Cameron Carr, our sophomore.
Oh,
Cameron Carr. I've heard I done seen some things that he liked that.
I heard it through the grapevine too.
So we're going to find out. But, hey, man, for my guy, that's your boy Ruck, man. We love y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you live on Monday night, 7:15 Central, YouTube and Facebook. Tap in. Go ahead and hit that bell. You're going to see it pop up this weekend at some point that we'll be going live. So go ahead and hit the bell notification on the video so that when we go live, Tennessee Junior, you don't miss this episode, man. But we love y'all, man. We'll see y'all on Monday. We out.